Let's welcome our guests. The clouds have lifted. It's about to get sunny. Yes, she leans further right than a pirate missing his peg leg. I'm here tonight with Breitbart News contributor Sonnie Johnson. She's drunk. She's excited for the weekend that she probably won't remember. Cheers, it's Joanne Osachinsky, also drunk. And he's excited for the weekend that he'll probably sleep through. Look at those baby fists. It's TV's Andy Levy. Look at the baby fists. And his band once played at the presidential picnic. Not as impressive as the teddy bear picnic, but we'll take it. Nice sweater. Sitting right next to me, former Michigan congressman and presidential candidate Thaddeus McCotter. His latest book is called Liberty Risen, The Triumph of Libertarian Republicans.
A-Block, the lead. That's the first story.
Yeah, we're doing this story. Could a guitar erase the scar? John Kerry windsurfed to France on Friday to show solidarity and mend relations after the U.S. failed to send a top official to last Sunday's march against terrorism in Paris. The Secretary of Subtlety brought along an aging folk singer to spell it out.
All you got to do is call, and I will be there, yes, I'll be there. You got a friend.
Never gets old. That, of course, was Gordon Lightfoot. He played a moving rendition of Sundown afterwards. The You Got a Friend performance was truly appreciated in France. Here are some French youths listening to it on the radio.
All you got to do is call, and I will be there, yes, I'll be there. You got a friend. Ton ami est là. Now ain't it great to know you got a friend?
I wish I had those drugs. What are we doing with this, Sonnie? Okay, hadn't France been through enough?
I don't know. I just heard the name James Taylor and said, who? And then they started playing a song, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's from Woody and Buzz Lightyear. That's Toy Story. That's the Toy Story song, right? Like, yeah. That's the only reason I knew anything about the song. But, I mean, where we are right now, we need a solution. We don't need Carrie to go over and sing a song. So here's the solution. In religion, there's two sides. Okay, you have your spirituality and you have your law. Okay, your spirituality is the individual thing. The law is the communitive big ball thing, okay? Leave the spirituality alone, and let's talk about the law. So instead of talking about radical Islam, let's talk about Sharia, because that is what governs the law. The individuality of the religion is not the problem. It is the law that makes you go out and behead and kill and stone and do all the barbaric things that they do. So if you don't want us talking about Islamic terrorism, fine. We should just, all of us, make a concerted effort to explain Sharia law to every single American that does not understand that they want to kill you. If killing you is not good enough, then they're going to take away your alcohol, they're going to take away your short skirts, they're going to take away your high heels, they're going to take away your clubs, they're going to take away your rap music. I could go on and on.
What about James Taylor? Is he safe?
No, James Taylor isn't safe.
Yes, that's the only thing I want them to take away, Joanne. Could he have picked somebody better, like to go over there, maybe like Adam Levine, but not to replace James Taylor, but Kerry? Would have been better if it was Adam Levine and James Taylor.
A little bit of eye candy would have been nice up on that stage.
I don't understand. Also, Sonnie, I'd like to say that they can have my high heels when they pry them off my cold dead feet.
Yes, that's, but if you tell people that, you know, and you're from Americans, don't try to say that, okay, the religion is bad, okay, blah, blah, blah. Tell them what it personally is going to cost them. Yeah. And then you have this generation of self-absorbed people. When you tell them what it is personally going to cost them, if your life is not enough, tell them their vices that they will have to give up to live under Sharia, and then you start to get a different response because they're not going to give up their vices. And then maybe you can actually get an American population that wants to fight terrorism.
If I could get back to my jokes for a minute.
Yes, that's quite sick. Is race part of the race? The Reverend Al Sharpton isn't happy about the overall lack of color exhibited by this year's Academy Award nominees. All 20 acting noms, as I call them, noms, are white. The first time this has happened since 1998, when Joanne was in her early 20s. Yeah. And Selma, the story of Martin Luther King's efforts to secure voting rights for blacks, received a scant 2 nominations for Best Picture and Best Song. So the Rev is calling an emergency meeting of his movie Diversity Task Force, or MDT, quote, to discuss possible action around the Academy Awards. He says, it's ironic that they nominated a story about the racial shutout around voting while there is a racial shutout around the Oscar nominations. The movie industry is like the Rocky Mountains. The higher you get, the wider it gets. It's actually a very good line. Very good line. Sharpton is so angry he nearly choked.
Just comes in and apologizes and just confesses ignorance.
Congressman Ryan never apologized.
I love him sometimes, and that was good. Sonnie, you're a big Sharpton supporter, I assume. Are you with him on this?
Last time I was here, they had the Justice for All rally in Washington, D.C., where Al Sharpton thought it would be nice to have a VIP section for him and his cronies. And all of the youth out on the street were yelling, he does not speak for us. Yes. Please stop saying that he speaks for us. Come talk to us. Come figure out what we have to say. Stop giving this man a platform. I decided that day I will not talk about Al Sharpton anymore. I will figuratively let him die. And a lot of conservatives, you need to do this too. He has a television show where 4 people watches. If we did not give this man the attention that we give him, he would die. Please just let him, figuratively of course, die, okay? Just let him
it's
go.
It's a good thing you put that in there.
I have to do that because then it'll turn into a hashtag where I said actually literally make the man die. No, figuratively, let him go.
We are gonna, by the way, we're gonna drop audio every time you said figuratively. We're just gonna kill the audio on it.
That's all right, you're gonna see my finger, so you're gonna know what it meant.
Tony White, our audio man, says he's already done it. Yeah, it's done.
How about to ask the managing director of, oh, wait a minute, she's a black woman.
Wow. A managing director of what?
Of the process, the executive director of the process is a black woman. Yeah. Like if you want quality movies that win, make quality movies.
And also,
you know Oprah paid for this.
But is he saying then too that none of the nominees deserve their nomination?
Steve Carell.
Have you seen
Steve Carell, yes.
That nose deserved a nomination. We'll say that.
Well, I gotta take a break.